Now it's on. So
And I'm back.
ready to go. Mom life is legit.
Right. Can you see me? Because I can't see me anywhere to see if I'm even.
Yeah, we can see you.
Okay. Okay. So, do you guys want to wait a couple minutes to see if more of your people get on, or just go ahead and jump into it and they can?
I think because there's enough of us, we'll just go ahead and get started.
Okay. Yeah, because we do have plenty of speakers.
Yeah, and I'm recording, so we're good to go.
Okay. So I'm really excited to do this event. I started talking with Allison, what was it, earlier last week, I think, about how to share our 80-day obsession results and how I had so many people asking me about my results. But, you know, that's something I've always kind of struggled with sharing in messages, because I feel like it's such a personal thing and such a fun thing for me to share my results that I don't know that I can always convey that in a message and how excited I am. So I had started thinking about doing one of these live calls with my people. She never fails. I started thinking about doing one of these live calls with the people that I was talking to. But I thought it would be so much more fun to get on with some other people who had done the program, because we've all had different experiences and different things have brought us to this point. Have brought us to this point of doing 80-day obsession, and something that somebody else connects with might not be what I've gone through. They might connect more with Allison or more with Chrissy or Mariah, just because they're in a different place in life and have had different experiences. So that's how we decided to do this call, and I'm really excited to share. So I decided to do 80-day obsession because after I had my daughter Piper, who's my guest speaker tonight, I went through a period of really severe postpartum depression. So 2017 was really hard on me, and I was very much in a dark place, feeling very alone and isolated. So as I started to kind of figure out how to deal with that in my own way, I realized that whenever I worked out, I felt good. And that endorphin rush was really a positive thing for me. And that I needed to find a way to incorporate that back into my lifestyle, because it's always something that I've done. But anytime that I get in that dark place, I kind of let it go to the wayside. So I decided that I needed to get back into it. And that was right when I started hearing about 80-day obsession. And I just really thought that up until that point, I had been doing programs kind of by myself, basically just coaching for the discount. But I really wanted to get back in and get that group support. So the group support was really huge for me. And between the group support and the endorphin rush that comes with working out 6 days a week, I really feel like it helped to pull me through that. So just having people to lean on who were going through the same experiences. I had other things, of course, that I could be doing, and things that I was committed to that I had to keep doing throughout my depression. But this was the one thing that I was really doing for me. So, you know, I was going to work every day, and of course it was always important to have those things that I had to do, but I really needed that thing that was just for me. So I had that hour a day where I was really just focused on myself and doing what was good for me. And Autumn really preaches the self-care factor. So Epsom salt baths and foam rolling and just taking that time to care for myself was really important. And the other thing as a mom that was really cool for me to see was that most of the time I tried to do my workouts when she was napping, just because that was the least stressful for me. But on the days that she was awake and she would come work out with me and she would like do the whole thing with me, it was really cool to see how, you know, this is affecting her too, even though most of the time I'm not doing it with her. She's seeing that habit being formed, and she's eating healthy foods more often than not. So I really just feel like that's setting the whole family on a good path and getting her started on the right path. Whereas I got started with a childhood that was a lot of fast food and greasy stuff. So it became something a lot bigger than just me too. As for my results, I have really been thrilled with them. Like I said, this was really something that I wanted to do for my mental health, and the physical changes are really just a bonus, even though, of course, I'm thrilled. So I just want to pop my screen up here. Can you guys see that? Like I said, I can't see on the screen at all. I don't know what.
No, not yet.
Is it black?
No, we just see your face.
You can probably see me thinking really hard.
Yeah. There you go.
There we go. So, of course, I was really thrilled with that because I felt like I kind of lost that mom belly that I ended up with, where it kind of still looks like I was pregnant. But it just became something so much bigger than the physical transformation for me.
When did you take this picture?
The picture on the left was day 1, and then the picture on the right was about 2 weeks ago. So I still have, 2 weeks of progress to show.
Amazing. It's crazy.
So I will go ahead and let Allison take over, because that's pretty much what I wanted to share.
Well, thanks for sharing, and your results are amazing. I'm so proud of you, and we have a lot of newer moms that did this program too. So for anybody who's listening in or watching in, we can help you out with that too. So
we understand.
Yeah, we get it. So we're just going to kind of go through, I think some more people jumped on. So thank you guys for hopping on. We are recording this as well. And we're just kind of going through and talking about our experience with ADD obsession, our concerns before we started, our results, all that kind of good stuff. And if you have questions, you can unmute yourself and ask them, or interrupt us, or we'll ask again at the end. Or there's a little chat bar on the side that you can use, or on your phone, I think you can use the chat bar. So we can answer anything. We're all super open books and all of that good stuff. So my turn to talk about this journey. And this is just funny to me because I was terrified of this program. I was really excited, but the thought of doing an hour-long workout when you're used to doing 30-minute workouts was so scary. And I'm like, how the heck am I going to make this work? I have a 1-year-old running around now, or crawling and getting into stuff. And I just didn't know how I was going to fit it all in with the meals. And in the beginning, it just seemed so overwhelming. But the support we have from our group has changed the game. And I did a video a couple weeks ago. I almost quit with 3 weeks to go. I was so just all over the place going through some personal stuff, and I almost quit. But this group kept me going and motivated me and made me remember it isn't just a program, an 80-day thing. It's your lifestyle. And maybe I did eat birthday cake for my 1-year-old's birthday and, I had some wine throughout the program. And some people stuck to it 800%. But for me, I did do those things, and I don't really regret it looking back, because, it's learning all about balance. And so the first thing I had to say is thank you guys for all of you that are in here and that did this together, because seeing Anjali up at God knows what time in the morning working out, and, Mariah still killing it even when she was injured, eating clean, and, all the support. Erica has crazy abs now. I've been watching everybody's journey. So thank you guys. And so I want to say, if you're worried about fitting it in, whatever is a priority to you, you can make it happen. Whether it's early in the morning like some people did. I usually worked out during nap time, because when he was awake, it was just too crazy for me. Today he was awake, but we made it work. And some people do it after work. So just scheduling in your workout like another appointment, you can make it happen. And these workouts are a little bit longer. They're 45 minutes to an hour. Most of them are closer to the hour mark, so you do have to schedule it. But I always think too, it's way quicker than going all the way to the gym, taking a class, going to the locker, coming back home, changing, blah, blah, blah. So fitting it in, you can definitely do it. I found a way with a little one. I really loved this program because I am a certified trainer, and I trained my clients like this. It's a lot of circuit training, so you do different body part and exercises all in a set, and then you do another one. So I love the workouts. I was like obsessed with them. And it's really cool because you're lifting weights, so you see the progression in your body. I know for me, I feel a lot stronger. Even like push-ups, I'm still not the best at, but I've gotten better from doing it. And then I went out for a run one day and I was faster. Like, all the muscle you build in this program helps you in just so many different areas of your life. Other things with the eating, it was an eye-opener for me, because before doing this program, I kind of got back into my old, like, I'm going to just eat a protein bar and a shake, and I'm just going to eat whatever's on James' plate, and I wasn't fueling my body. So then I was feeling tired, and I was just kind of like not doing so good with my nutrition. So this really helped take it back and go back to the basics. It is eating clean, and you don't have to cut stuff out. You're still getting to eat carbs and fruit and vegetables. And if you can have bread, I know there's gluten-free people, but you can have bread still. You can have pasta, the whole wheat pasta, and all that good stuff. So the eating really helped me. And it helped me. My husband too was like, we have to eat a lot more vegetables. Like, we were eating vegetables every night, but once we started doing this, our usual serving was like just my serving, because we just have to eat a lot of veggies in this program. And that was one thing that I don't like vegetables. I'm actually going to go live later to talk about my favorite ones. So finding ways to like sneak spinach in, or like vegetables I like sauteed zucchini. But yeah, I just felt better. Another thing that nutrition helped me with is realizing I was eating too much peanut butter. Like, a teaspoon of peanut butter is different than me taking a tablespoon and scooping it out and putting it into my shake. So that was another thing that I really took away from this too. Just like little tweaks like that, though, you guys, are what adds up over time. And I haven't taken my results yet. I'll take my pictures Saturday before we go out of town. But I did. I'll share my screen really quick, and I'll share it again at the end with some more options for you guys for signing up. But I did post my transformation from the year, and a lot of it is from this program. Where is it? Well, there you can see me in that little picture. But like, I'm getting my abs back. Like Alicia said, like, the mom body is finally like, you know, getting back under control. And this is from the full year, but it's from using all different Beachbody On Demand programs. And a lot of the muscle tone is coming from focusing on lifting weights and doing core like all the time. So this program has taught me a lot of things, and it's been, like Alicia said, like that time for myself where I just need to put on my headphones and put on music or put on a positive audiobook and just like zone out. So it's been amazing. If you guys have questions, remember, just feel free to unmute yourselves or put them in the chat. I'm going to keep this party going because there's a lot of us that want to share. So I'm going to pass it on to Chrissy, who's going to share her journey too.
Hi, everyone. As Allison said, my name's Chrissy, and as of tomorrow, I'll be on day 75 of the program. And the reason I did this was I've actually been doing Beachbody products for a while, but I kind of fell off the wagon. I like fell off and rolled a few times. It was not good. And so when this opportunity presented itself, I was scared, but I was super excited because I knew that I not only needed to do work on my physical self, but I needed to do work on like my spirit. I needed to kind of cleanse myself and start to believe in myself again. So I signed up, and the accountability group was 100% like what I needed. I tried to do P90X3 over the summer and I failed. I didn't care if I missed workouts, and it just wasn't a big deal because, you know, who would know? But I felt like being part of this group and seeing people get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and working out, and people working out late at night, and people, new moms, 2 jobs. I mean, we all have such different stories, but there was a huge part of me that didn't want to let everybody else down too. You know, if they're doing it, then I can do it. So I just muscled through, and I thought, I have a bad neck. I have a herniated disc in my neck. So I thought maybe I wouldn't be able to do this, but I have found here on day 75 that it actually hurts a lot less every day because I kept myself moving, and there's not a lot of jumping and not a lot of cardio, which is something that I like. I like weights. I just am not a cardio fan, but even the cardio parts of this program were not so bad, and you can modify if you need to, and I didn't ever feel bad about modifying. And I just feel like I got to that place again where I'm healthy from the inside out. My vibrations are higher. I am meditating more often. I am better with my diet. I'm not sneaking stuff off my kids' plates, like eating the rest of their mac and cheese or chicken nuggets or whatever it be, or, saying, screw it, I can just have this big fat donut and it doesn't really matter. And those things were adding up, and it was making me feel just icky. And this totally broke all of that. Even through, I had a girls' weekend and there were cupcakes and there was all that stuff, but I didn't find myself really like going for it that much, because I have worked so hard and I've broken so many bad habits. It's just like I finally, like I said, got to that place where I needed to be. And I feel like I can take on anything now. So the nutrition, I loved it. I wasn't eating enough and I was having a really hard time losing weight. I even went to my doctor, and when she asked me, are you eating enough? I was like, screw you, I know what I'm doing. And I didn't. I completely wasn't eating enough. And when I looked at the nutrition plan for my weight and for this program, I was like, oh, okay. So I maybe shouldn't have flipped her the bird and told her to, go screw herself, because I wasn't eating enough, especially for my activity level over the last couple of years has changed. I used to work full-time at a desk, and now I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I'm a private case manager. So I'm on my feet all day as opposed to being at a desk all day. And I hadn't readjusted my calories. I hadn't done any of that stuff. I was still eating the same containers that I was eating on the 21-day fix when I had lost all my weight. So it was just completely out of whack. And this program really, really showed me, like, the more you eat and the more you fuel your body at the right times with the right things, your body will respond, and it will respond in a really positive way, especially with weights. And as we get older, especially for women, it's so important for us to lift weights because of the heart benefits. It prevents osteoporosis, it prevents diabetes, it helps us, be lean and sexy easier than just doing cardio. So it really helped me realize that you don't bulk up when you lift heavy weights, that you still can get that lean, sexy figure and just lift as heavy as you possibly can. So that was very eye-opening to me. And like I said, it was just kind of like all from within, like my soul just feels better and everything fits better. My butt is much nicer, which is a huge thing. Never had a butt before, so I'm liking that. And just being able to be confident in my skin again was something that I super needed. And being a mom and a wife, if we're not happy, really nothing's happy around us. Like, it just, everything falls apart if we're not put together. So spending that time on yourself and doing your self-care, taking those Epsom salt baths, foam rolling it out. Sometimes I would have my husband get the roller pin from the kitchen and roll the back of my legs because it felt so good. But just do it. That's all I can say, is just do it. Even if you're scared, even if you're worried, like, will I be able to fit the workouts in? Am I going to be able to lug all this food around with me? Am I going to be able to prepare? You don't know unless you try. So you just have to try. If this is something that you even think you want to do, I can promise you won't be sorry, because it's a little hard, but it was the best hard that I could have possibly picked. So I guess that's all I have to say. I love the results. It's a great program, and if you do sign up, we'll all be here to cheer you on. That's it.
Yay, that was awesome. Your ending was like, yes, just do it. Like, what do you have to lose, So many times we let fear hold us back, and it's like, just go for it. Cool. Thanks for sharing. I'm excited to see your total transformation.
I know. I can't wait. I'm excited.
All right, let's move it on to Anjali, our early bird workout person. Let me unmute you.
All right, thank you. Hi guys. So my story is, I don't have a huge weight loss story. I've always kind of been fit-ish, but I've never been fully confident with how my body looks in a bathing suit, or, I could, I was into half marathons. I was a big runner. I took a break from those because it was really hard for my knees. But I just always felt like I was at a plateau, especially with my midsection, not fully confident wearing a bikini. And when this program came out, it scared me, because I was used to doing 30-minute workouts, and the longest I'd ever committed to a program was 60 days. So it was a huge leap, and I was just really nervous. But I will tell you that having the community of people doing it with you was so helpful. Like that helped get me out of bed in the morning. I know everyone was talking about the morning workouts that I was doing, and that was just the time of day that I could fit it in with my schedule. But I definitely had the motivation from the other people in the group doing it alongside me to get up and keep going. So I fell in love with the community. And then I also fell in love with the routine that 80-Day Obsession brings. So there is that eating plan that you get. And that also scared me at first, because it was kind of like reading a new language. But once you kind of dissect it and look at it and, talk to your coach about how to fit it into your lifestyle, it becomes easier. And I fell in love with meal prepping. I set a time every Sunday to prep my meals, and I look forward to trying out new recipes. Something that I always struggled with was knowing how much I should be eating, especially like before and after a workout. I would always guess, kind of like Allison was saying, I'll just eat a protein bar. But this program really lays it out for you, and it tells you, how far in advance you should eat before your workout, and then, you should eat a meal after you work out between, 1 hour to 2 hours after you work out. So I've learned a lot about how to fuel properly and, fuel yourself for your results. So that is something that I have really, really loved about this program, is getting my nutrition in line. And like some of the other girls have said, you really don't have to deprive yourself. You're not cutting out carbs. You're eating a lot of food, and you're eating it spaced throughout the day. So you're eating every 2 to 3 hours. And I honestly was, I've been eating more than I previously was, because you are working out hard and you need to properly fuel yourself. So you're eating a lot on this plan, which is a good thing. So pretty much I, have fallen in love with this program. I'm lifting heavier than I have ever before. I was always that girl who would lift 5-pound weights, and 8 pounds was my max. Now I'm lifting 15 to 25 pounds, and I think I'm ready to bump up to 30s. So I think that might be my present to myself after we finish the program. So don't be afraid to lift heavy. That's how you get your results. I've also become consistent. I was that person that would work out maybe 3 to 4 times in the week, but now I look forward to waking up and getting my workout in, and it's just something that has become a routine for me. And then lastly, my self-love journey throughout this process has been huge. The program really teaches you to take care of your body, not only through nutrition, but through getting enough sleep at night. Like some of the girls said, take Epsom salt baths to recover your muscles, foam rolling. And I even booked my first massage last month, which was awesome. So it's really promoting self-care and taking care of yourself. I really feel like I've grown since January with my self-confidence. We went to Punta Cana a couple weeks ago, and I rocked my bikini with confidence. So I'm excited. So anyways, thank you for listening to my story. I'm going to pass it on to the next person. But like Chrissy said before me, if you've been thinking about this program, just do it. You might be scared, but it's really an incredible journey. So thanks.
Yay! Yes, you rocked the bikini.
Thank you.
And I don't know how you waited so long to get a massage. Like, what?
I don't know. It was glorious. I highly recommend it.
Hey, awesome. Thanks for sharing. All right, time to turn it over to Erica, actually. Are you ready? I unmuted you.
Hello. Hey everybody, I'm Erica. I actually got started with Beachbody through Allison through 21 Day Fix with my wedding, and I did really good. I lost all the weight, I got the lean body, and then after the wedding it all kind of came back on, and I fell out of like my little workout groove. I wasn't really motivated. I moved to a new place with not knowing anybody, and kind of was like I'd start something and then not finish it. So I got really excited for a Shift Shop, tried it for about a week and just never got back on it. And when 80 Day Obsession came out, I was like, okay, let's see what it is. Let's kind of go through it. Can I commit to 80 days? So I'm getting a little nervous. I get nervous when I talk. Can I commit to 80 days? I already know I could do the nutrition. I've always been really good about eating lean proteins and not a lot of carbs, but living in South Texas, there's a lot of good barbecue. And you usually pair that up with white bread, and there's a lot of butter and everything. So it got a little big, and I actually couldn't get my wedding ring on. So that was like my turning point. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to commit. So through the first week, I can't believe how like organized I was. I did the meal prep that Sunday before and realized I can't meal prep. I'm one of the few that will see it like 2 days later in the fridge and be like, yeah, I'm not eating that, and like make something completely different. So the meal prep aspect of me didn't really work, but I was making everything every couple days. And my husband has actually been eating it. He loves, the different nutrition styles that I can put in, that I can pair like a lean meat with a vegetable that I never really kind of put together, or quinoa instead of the white rice. And we've been eating a lot healthier. I actually get hungry every 2 to 3 hours now. I don't have to look at the clock and be like, oh, it's time to eat, or man, can I really eat this portion size? Like I can, and I'm hungry to do it, and I actually feel full, and like I know when to stop. So I travel a lot for work, so I was waking up at 4 a.m. and going to bed at 11. So I had to actually prepare my stuff. I would take stuff with me through the airport, and at dinner, how much of what I was supposed to be eating. And the hardest part for me was going to all those like wonderful restaurants and seeing everybody with their glass of wine, and you're like, well, why aren't you drinking? Why aren't you eating this? And, my basic response was because I wanted to do something better for myself. And actually between phases 2 and 3 is when I had 3 trade shows back to back to back. And I lasted every single one getting up at 4 a.m. To eat my time nutrition. And my actual corporate boss is from Sweden, and he'd be like, did you bring your veggies? And I said, yes, I did. And I'd eat my vegetables and tell them about my workouts. I actually was able to complete a Spartan race. If you guys aren't familiar with that, it's about 3.5 miles plus obstacles. And I was able to do all but 6, which is really cool because I've been I was in gymnastics for 10 years and had the strength. But after gaining a bunch of weight, I lost it all. So like Allison said, my abs are popping. I've always had abs that I could see, but I've never had like the oblique muscles. And it's just, it's something that was like, whoa, I can actually build muscle without gaining all the weight. Like I weighed myself today. I'm actually on day 79. I cheated and I've gone 16 days straight. So I actually am dying. Everything hurts. But I had lost 12 pounds as of today and over 16 inches. So this is something that is obtainable for somebody who works at home and travels. And it actually was really easy because it made you into a little flow. It's like, okay, I can get up, I can do my workout, I feel really good. I can still go out to eat with all of my coworkers and, manage it. It's not like I was sitting at the Super Bowl drinking my soda water and everybody else was, having alcohol and having a good time. And I still felt really good with what I was doing with my body. It is a program that teaches you, to love yourself, take that hour to do your workout in the morning, because that's, that's the start of your day. If you like to work out at night, that's a good way to end your night. You can push yourself as hard as you can and then take that nice warm shower and just, decompress. I did massages every month. I spoiled myself and found a great sports masseuse So I was doing 80-minute massages just to relax all those muscles. And, I was the type to do like just 5 pounds, 8 pounds here. And I've actually bumped it up to 40 to 50 pound weights for some moves. And I'd never thought I'd be able to do that. So it's a huge opportunity for you to like kind of turn yourself mentality, like your mental breakdown around, like, can I do it? Well, yeah, you can do it. You can do it. You can do hard things. And that's probably one things that I took away from 80 Day Obsession. So, Allison?
That was like making me get goosebumps. Like, thank you so much for sharing. And I'm so proud of you. And like, just showing like Alicia said in the beginning, we all have different journeys. And so people are worried like, oh, I have to travel for work, or, oh, I have this event, or I can't do it because of this. And it's like, when your mind is set and you want to do it, you can make it happen. So way to go. Can't wait to see your results too. Crazy. Amazing. All right. Can you guys hear me? Because it said like my mic was out. Okay. My computer's being weird. All right. I am turning it over to Miss Mariah. Woo-hoo.
Hi.
Hey.
Thanks for letting me speak.
Yeah.
So I'll just share a little bit about my journey so far with 80 Day Obsession. So like mentioned before, everyone starts somewhere. I've never been someone that really had to lose a ton of weight. I've never really had a goal of losing more than 10 pounds, but I could never stick to something longer than 21 days. So I definitely was super intimidated with the 80 days. I had done 21 Day Fix. I did Shift Shop, a lot of those 21 day programs. And then literally day 22, I would reward myself with food because I just completed the program. It's like, oh, now I can eat pizza and ice cream. And it was just a slippery slope back downhill. So I've always kind of been that yo-yo dieter, rewarding myself with food. And that's why I was super intimidated for 80 Day Obsession. And I was so happy when I made it to day 30 without cheating at all. I stuck to the plan. I scheduled a massage for day 30 because I wanted it to be like an incentive for me to stick to it. And it actually ended up being a lot easier than I thought it would be. So if you've done any other Beachbody programs before when you've used the portion control containers, or if you're super new to Beachbody and you haven't done anything yet, we get a list of foods we should eat and then how many servings we get each day. And then they're kind of like, okay, here you go, figure it out. So 80 Day Obsession was definitely a game changer because Autumn, the creator, she paired foods with each other and told us what we're supposed to eat. These foods go together. Eat at this time. And it's so clear and concise and detailed. I don't think you can fail. It's just to the point, but it also allows you to be flexible with the foods you choose. And that's what I really like. I remember it was Super Bowl Sunday, and I was the person that showed up to a Super Bowl party with like healthy options. I made like cauliflower cheese bread and teriyaki meatballs. So you definitely still get to have that good food. Don't think that, you're just eating chicken and broccoli and rice all day. I'm a super picky eater, so I do eat that a lot, but you definitely have a lot of options out there. And I never really felt hungry. I honestly, after I eat, I am always wondering when I'm going to eat again. That's just like always been like how I am. I always I don't know if I just love food or what, or I get bored easily, but I always like, when do I get to eat again? And I really like how the meals are spaced out in 80 Day Obsession. So I never feel hungry between meals, but when it's time to eat again, I'm like, oh great, time to eat. And I just feel fueled for the whole day. I don't feel tired or get that, that 2:30 feeling. I just felt great the whole day. The workouts were great, and they still are great. I did have to take a couple weeks off because I did hurt my knee, but I still kept up with the nutrition, and I still maintained my results even though I wasn't working out for a couple weeks. So the foundation is there. You start at Island A and you want to get to Island B, but it's that in between, that journey that really counts. So, you take it one day at a time. You start slow if you need to. You start with a modifier, that's fine, and you can just build on it and truly like see your potential. I've definitely seen my potential through the program. I love it so much. I feel like I'm going to want to do it forever. So definitely, like we've said already, if you're even a little bit curious or a little bit wanting to do it, just do it because you definitely won't regret it. And that's all I have.
Yay! Thanks for sharing. And for talking too about, like, even though you had your injury, you kept going and you kept the nutrition up and you kept the results coming. So like you said, like, I liked your analogy of getting from the journey. So thank you so much. You guys are like, now I'm gonna cry. We're gonna have to do it all over again, everybody. We're never stopping. I think it's just Katie left because I'm pretty sure Catherine's at work. So I'm gonna unmute Katie. And if Catherine, you got my message, and you can hop on, let me know. All right.
Hello, everybody.
What's up?
Oh, okay. Anyway, all right. So my name is Katie. I sadly fell a week behind everybody else that's on this call. So I'm on day 72. But here's the thing. I truly believe 80-Day Obsession has made me like see like the length of programs so differently than I did before. I've never stuck to anything for 12 weeks before, like in my life. Okay, guys. So before, I would have I got sick. I had to stop for a week. It is what it is. And it would have played major mind games with me before. But with 80-Day Obsession, because you're doing it with the cast, because it's a new workout every day, because we had so many people in this accountability group doing it together, like there was no option to stop. There was no option to give up and get down on myself because I knew I was coming back to all these people. I knew the cast was there. Like I felt like I was there with them. And I think that's like a major thing that I seriously love about this program. So much like Mariah and everybody I've mentioned before, the length of this program intimidated me a lot. Like I said, I never stuck to anything this long before. Like, honestly, I don't even know if I've ever done an entire round of 21 Day Fix without missing like at least one workout, right? Like, can you guys feel me on that? Like it happens. But with 80-Day Obsession, even though I missed that week, I picked right back up where I left off, and I've done every workout for 72 days. Like, that is something that is like an incredible feeling, and I want everybody to experience that. So I think I'm going to talk about just a couple other things that I don't think people have mentioned so far. One of the things that I think sets 80-Day Obsession apart from everything else and makes it exciting and fresh and new is it is full of moves I've never seen before. The way that she incorporates the sliders and the loops, even with light weights, like, yes, I know you hear us talking about heavy weights and lifting heavy, but like, you don't have to have a ton of equipment to do this program. So just having those loops and sliders and these new moves she adds in, it's like, oh my gosh, what is she going to do for us today? Oh my gosh, and kind of like Chrissy, like, I'm not a huge cardio fan, but I actually really like both of the cardio workouts in this program because of the way they're set up, the format of them, the different moves. Like, it's just, to me, like, that made this fun and fresh and so different than anything else in the market right now. The nutrition, I think I love the workouts. I love them, but I think the nutrition has totally changed me into a new person. Like Mariah was saying, like, it's so simple, and she breaks it down for us where there's literally no guesswork, but it's still flexible where you can pick and choose what you like. And that's been a total game changer for me. It's kind of made me eat my words a little bit. I've always preached to do meal prep, do meal prep, set yourself up for success, but I kind of fell wayward on that. I have meal prepped every Sunday for the last 12 weeks, and it has kept me on point. And I think a lot of that has to do with because Autumn and the cast are there reminding you how important these things are. And you watch those weekly Obsession. I don't know if anybody's mentioned that, but with this program, every week there's an episode called Weekly Obsession, which is kind of like a little mini reality show. And they're going over what we're going to expect in the next week. And it's been so exciting to watch those Weekly Obsession episodes every week and remind myself how important the meal prep and the planning is in this journey. Because it does, that doesn't just that isn't half the battle. That's all the battle, like truly, when it comes to this nutrition, because she tells you what to eat and when. All you got to do is make your food and plan it out, and you are golden. So I really, really, really love this meal plan, and I'm never going to go back to not eating timed nutrition style again. I used to work out fasted like every day of my life, and now eating a solid meal beforehand has, like, again, another game changer for me. I feel like I can give so much more in my workouts, and that in turn makes me feel amazing. And I'm getting great results, you know? Like, I'm starting to see abs. What? You know, like, so obviously it's working. What else was I going to say about the nutrition? Something else, but I'll come back to it when I think of it. And like having a new workout every single day, like I said, like it makes you feel like you're right there with the cast. And I think there's a lot to be said for that. It's extremely motivating. It's fun. It doesn't get old and boring. And like, I'm already excited because I'm committing to round 2 with anybody who's joining us. Like, I'm doing another round, and I'm excited to go back to day 1 because I don't remember that anymore. Like, it's been so long ago. It's going to feel new again for the most part, you know? So this program has completely changed me. Oh, that's what I was going to say about the nutrition. 12 weeks have gone by, and short of my period where I was sick and my eating wasn't great there, I haven't had any binge eating episodes, and that's huge for me. Much like other people have mentioned, in past programs, I would see through to completion to the best of my ability, missing workouts here and there. I'd see that finish line, and I'd take that break, and I'd reward myself with the food, and I'd sneak a whole bag of chips and, go eat a whole pizza or whatever, and then that's something that I battled with for a long time in my life. And I finally feel like I'm in control of those choices, and I'm in control of my cravings, which were really just excuses to eat whatever was in sight. And I don't need that now, because I've learned eating more of the good stuff really is better, and it makes me not want those things. When you feel full, like, isn't that what we all want, is to feel full? And that's exactly what this program has done for me. I'm actually going to go up a bracket next time I eat, which means even more food. And I don't know about you, but that excites me. So, there's a lot to be said for that. Totally love this program. I can't wait to do a second round. I haven't weighed myself in a while, and I haven't measured myself, but as of the end of phase 2, I was down 12 pounds and like 12 or 13 inches. So I'm super excited to see my final results and share with you guys, because the results are going to show on the outside, but if only I could really show what was on the inside right now, I think everybody would want to do this program. It's incredible. So that is what I have.
Yay, thank you. That's a good way to put it too. Like, the inside transformation is so huge, you guys. Like, it's hard to put it into words sometimes. All right, Alicia has one more thing, and then we're just going to wrap it up. So let me unmute you. And Piper wants to assist. Wait, we have to take a picture. I think Anjali already did, but everybody say cheese. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Okay. Back to it.
So, I was kind of thinking of things that I forgot as I heard everybody else talking, and things that I wish I would have said. But I kind of feel like I could talk about this program for like a week and still not tell you everything. But I'll keep it short. And Katie, I could listen to you talk about the program like all day, because I just love how excited you are about it, and your results are amazing. But one of the things that I thought about when, I think it was Chrissy was talking, was that, you learn these new eating habits. And one thing that I really did in previous programs I had done was, if I messed up, I was like, well, I screwed this day up. I may as well just eat whatever I want. I'll start again tomorrow. That never really happened. So on this program, there were definitely times where I screwed up. I remember there was one night, it was like 3 weeks in, where my day was just a complete mess. And I sat on the couch and I ate takeout Chinese food. And after I was done, I was like, you know, that really wasn't as satisfying as I thought it was going to be. So after sitting on the couch one night and eating my takeout Chinese food, I was like, that wasn't as great as I thought. So the next meal, it was back to what I had planned. So I really learned not to run it into the ground anytime that I made a mistake. And the other thing is that I know it kind of came across in everybody's what they were saying and what they've gone through, but the habits that come through this program really kind of rolled over into other areas of my life. So everything was really kind of a mess when I was going through depression. And one thing that my husband kept pointing out was that as I got more disciplined in my workouts and my food, everything else kind of followed. The house was cleaner. I was in a better mood. I was cooking dinner every night and things weren't as overwhelming. And just like once you get one area of your life sorted out and you're doing something good for you, other things just kind of seem to domino effect fall into place. So that was really all I wanted to share. But just because it became such a whole life change where things got better and more organized. So I just wanted to share that before we jump off because I felt like that was really important and something that I forgot to include the first time around.
Yeah, it's true. Like once you start disciplining yourself in one area, it trickles into everything. So that was a good point to mention. And I see Catherine shaking up a shake at work. I was like, I don't know if you could talk or not.
Killing some before I have to clock out.
Oh, nice. Love the glasses. Did you want to say anything before we wrap up?
No, I just wanted to say hi. Wanted to see everybody.
Okay, just checking. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen as we wrap up, just so you see like a quick glimpse of what you get and how to sign up. Because now you're probably like, okay, I want to try this. I need to try it and see if I can do it. And you can do it. And you can get your t-shirt too when you complete it. And also our next round starting up April 23rd. So as soon as you sign up, we can help you get stuff prepped and show you how to access all the eating plans and your workouts and all that good stuff. So signing up and all the sign-up options. So you guys, there's a ton of options for sign-ups. We're not going to go over them all because that would take like another hour, I feel like. A couple things people did ask, do I have to drink Shakeology? Do I need to do supplements? Blah, blah, blah. You honestly don't have to do any of that because like I said, it's based on eating healthy, time nutrition, and working out. Now, I personally recommend everything. Shakeology, if you haven't tried it yet, talk to your coach and we can post videos in this event. But like, it's helped me with like reducing bloat, energy. It's one meal I do not have to worry about. And I know it's healthy and it's loaded with superfoods and it somehow makes me crave healthier food, which sounds weird, but it does. So I always recommend it to people. And then the supplements I was afraid of, to be honest, because I was nursing and I was like, oh, I'm nursing. I don't need to take them. But then I did research and found out that I could take them. And the Energize I was afraid of because I'm sensitive to caffeine and it can cause me to have some anxiety. But like the Energize has been totally fine. I take one scoop before my workout. I still was able to nurse my son. He wasn't affected by it. And I mean, if you are nursing or pregnant, obviously, if you're pregnant, I wouldn't recommend this program, to be honest. But if you're nursing, check with your doctor. But yeah, so Energize doesn't give you like any crashes. It doesn't make your heart crazy. Like it just kicks in and you're like ready to go and do your workout. And then the Recover formula, I was nervous about because sometimes I don't do great with whey and like dairy proteins and stuff, but I was fine with that too. It definitely helps with soreness. Like the 2 times I didn't take it, I was feeling all the soreness. Yeah, Energize is life now. I don't know how I lived without it. If anyone else wants to hop and unmute themselves for the supplements.
I was just going to say one thing, and
yeah.
Sorry, I'm eating, so I turned my screen off so you don't have to watch me eat dinner because I just finished my workout. Like I feel like the Energize and the Recover, A, they taste freaking delicious. And so B, like, I feel like it's like my treat on a daily basis. Like, I look forward to pushing hard in my workout. So I know I earned that Recover, which is, I drink the orange flavor, which is kind of like a dream. I mean, it tastes just like a dreamsicle, or the chocolate tastes like chocolate milk. And to me, it really does feel like a reward and a treat. And it kind of curbs that sweet tooth even more for me personally.
Yeah, it helps with like more chocolate. Yeah.
One thing I never had tried the supplements before the program. I was drinking Shakeology on a regular basis, which I love. But I really like that the ingredients are clean. Because if you compare the Recover protein powder to some of the stuff you might see out there, it's very clean. You know, it's made with like beet sugar and just ingredients that you can pronounce. And same with the Energize. It's green tea, plant-based. So you're not getting these weird like jitters. So I just like that they had good quality ingredients as well.
Yes. And endorsed by Ironman. Katie said, I forgot they are the sponsor. And also they're approved for like the college athletics. I forgot the sticker that's on there. So yeah, the supplements, if you are going to go for it, like I recommend just giving it a shot. Like all of this stuff too is always 30-day money back guarantee, because we don't want you to sign up and hate something. So if it's not for you, like you can always return stuff and get your money back. So I'm just going to show what Beachbody On Demand looks like really quick, and then some sign-up options, and then we'll be done. So thank you for being patient. We are very passionate about this program. We're like, yeah, we'll keep it 5 minutes. Or I don't know if we'll have enough to talk about, and we sure did. So Beachbody On Demand, you can access it from a phone, a tablet, a computer. I normally work out in my office or I work out in the playroom with using my phone. So that's my story. And basically when you log in, if you're on your computer, it'll show you, I'm doing this program. So it pops up at the top, but you will also have access to all of the Beachbody library, which is hundreds of programs. If you see here, it's like insane, hundreds and hundreds. So if you start it and you are like really, really not liking it, we can still be friends and you can find a different program. But 80-Day Obsession, like, I forgot who was talking about the weekly obsession. Angela, maybe? Somebody's talking about it. So they do go through each week. The cast talks about what to expect, and then all the different phases. And like everybody was saying, it's a different workout every single day. So you feel like you're on the journey with them and going through it with them, because you really are. Like you're experiencing what they're experiencing at the same time. And then your program materials are all under this tab. There's food lists, there's vegan options, and then all of the different meal plans. And there's, I'm not going to click on all these. I don't know if I'm allowed to click on all these right now, but this is the gist of it. So there's all of that's in there. Also your calendars, and there's tracker sheets, which I personally used. I printed them out and I liked seeing where my weights were. And then they also have playlists. So there isn't music to the workouts, which I loved, because then I could listen to them talk, but I could play my own music on the side, or an audiobook like I did sometimes. So that's what it looks like on Beachbody On Demand. And then the other thing I wanted to show you is some of the package options. Let's see. Sorry, like I can't figure out where to put everybody on my screen. I don't know if you guys are seeing exactly like all your heads are in the middle of the screen now. So if you're already a Beachbody On Demand member, there's these options on the right. The challenge pack with Shakeology or the performance line. Then there's one that comes with everything. And then there's one that comes with like your whole 3-month supply. So the price may be intense for some of those mega packs, but it's saving you money in the long run. And when you go on, you'll see how much you save by getting everything up at once. But it's up to what you want to do and what you can afford. And, like I said, I was afraid of the supplements. So I just started with like getting those first, just the one set of them. And then I've obviously reordered and probably spent more money because I went that route. But yeah, so those are the different options as far as pricing goes. And we can share or just talk to the coach who invited you, and you can figure out which plan will go with you and with your budget. Other things I want to add, there is, like I said, money back guarantee. There's also a 14-day free trial of Beachbody On Demand. You can always try it out first and see, you know, do one workout or do a little obsessed and see if you like it. But hopefully you will just go for it and go all in. I think that's it on, I want to show on-demand package options, and then we talked about the supplements. If there's anything else you have questions on, just unmute yourself or comment in the chat. But the last thing is we are going to do a giveaway. So the first 3 people who sign up with whatever challenge pack option. So a challenge pack is the workouts plus either Shakeology or plus Shakeology and the supplements, or plus just the workouts and the supplements. So there's lots of different options. But the first 3 people who sign up before this weekend will get an 80-Day Obsession Pineapples tank, which is a really cute one that they wear, that Autumn wears in some of the videos. And you'll learn what pineapples means when you do the program. But yeah, so we're gonna just do a fun little giveaway for the first 3 who sign up. So just talk to the coach who invited you and let them know when you're ready to go, and we will get you set up, we'll get you added to our big support group. Hopefully you'll be one of the ones that gets a tank top, and even if you don't get the pineapple one, you'll get a tank top when you complete the program. But I just appreciate you guys taking the time out. I know this went longer than I thought it would, but this program has changed our lives and we wanted to share it with you. And thank you to all the speakers for pouring your hearts out and souls out. But I think we're gonna wrap it up so we don't take up any more time. Everybody needs to go to bed or eat or do something. So thank you again. Reach out to the coach who invited you. Any questions, comment on the video, comment in the page, and we got your back. So have a good night, you guys. Thanks again.